Welcome to DentonRadio.com, powered in part by Classic of Denton. Hey everybody, we are live on DentonRadio.com with our good friends and partners from the Frank Buck Zoo. In honor of Halloween, we got some creepy crawly things in the studio today, so we're going to check all this out. Guys, how are y'all?
Are you talking to us?
Well, yes.
Got it. They're talking about everyone in the studio. We are doing great tonight.
Good, and we actually do have quite the crowd on the glass tonight. How's everybody out there doing?
Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild.
Love the energy.
All right. Well, let's go around the room and talk about the guests we have with us today. If we want to start here, and we'll work our way around.
Okay, so my name's Amanda, and Rebecca is right next to me. We are from Frank Buck Zoo up in Gainesville, Texas. Just a short little 30-minute drive up the highway.
It is a 30-mile drive.
It is. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's how math works. Anyway, so we're up in Gainesville, Texas. And tomorrow we have our big annual event called Zubu. So I can go ahead and talk about that now, I guess, if you'd like. Or
Go for it.
Okay. So tomorrow is our big annual Halloween trick-or-treating event. If you're into candy, there will be that there. If you're into animals, there'll be, us there. And then there'll also be some of these guys there.
Love it.
And it's $6 for adults and $8 for trick-or-treaters. And members get half-price admission. We'll start selling tickets tomorrow, 8 a.m. online, and 10 a.m. Up at the gift shop or entry. And make sure you bring cash because there's going to be other goodies there, such as glow sticks and drinks. And on top of all that, we also have bounce houses and games and all sorts of good things out there tomorrow. So I hope to see every single one of you out there.
Very, very cool.
You get to show off your costumes, too. So for some kids, that's a good reason to go just besides the candy.
So there's going to be costumes there?
Well,
Yeah.
we'll be in costume. The staff will be in costumes.
Why didn't
and
you
then
guys dress
lots
up
of,
today?
Lots of little
I
kids
dress up like
can-
this every day.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm wearing my work uniform right now.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway. And let's wrap it up with Dave. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
AKA
The Critter Man.
Yeah, I don't like to introduce myself that way. It sounds like some type of made-up superhero name. But, it was given to me, kind of, earned it along the way. So, yeah, actually, Critter Man is invited his good friend Frank Buck to show up for Halloween out at the zoo as well. So you might see kiddos Frank Buck with some animals out there if you come visit for Zubu up at the zoo. And we haven't gotten to introducing who we're holding.
Oh, wait,
Right.
there's other things here?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Who do we have as our special guest today?
Well, we're kind of doing a comparison-contrast thing. So I have the little tarantula, the rose-hair tarantula.
That's the little tarantula?
Yeah,
That's a little tarantula.
It's actually not the littlest tarantula if you want to get into details, but for all purposes here, she is the little tarantula.
Okay.
She is a Chilean rose-hair tarantula. You'll notice compared to the big tarantula over there, she is a little bit more of a pink color in hue versus, well, obviously that tarantula is very, very dark color in hue. These guys are known for being super calm, just part of their personality. And I guess, Dave, if you would like to talk about your animal friend, you can. Yeah.
This is a salmon bird-eating tarantula. So,
You said that so enthusiastically.
well, here's the thing. We know that spiders eat bugs and insects, but when you get a spider big enough to start eating birds, that just sounds impressive because they'll eat smaller stuff like bugs and insects and mice and small reptiles. But birds, now, that's quite a range. It's not like they're hunting ostraches or anything like that. But
So what you're saying is it needs to stay away from all of my birds at Frank Buck. So like my macaws and my flamingos.
yeah, and maybe I don't know, maybe your flowers. You're kind of attracted to any place you might find stuff like birds hang out by flowers.
Yeah.
So this tarantula that I'm holding actually is not the biggest of the spiders, but you can see by the size here, roughly the size of a dinner plate is about how far those legs stretch out. The fangs, if I zoom in here, there we go.
We didn't say nothing about fangs before we did.
No. We didn't, did we? Let's see if we can get a good look there. She starts moving there, right there in the middle. The fangs are about an inch long.
Whoa.
Yeah, so these gloves that I'm wearing, I don't have to wear the glove necessarily to pick her up. I'm not worried about her biting me. But those hairs are definitely very irritating. That's actually one of their forms of defense, even on the little ones. Except the hairs, as you can see maybe, on this tarantula are very long hairs. They get underneath the skin, get very itchy.
You got a little ribbon going on there.
Look at that.
Oh,
We're going to decorate
interesting.
the entire studio right now.
Halloween.
With spider web. Yes, that's why we thought it'd definitely be appropriate to bring out some creepy crawlies, right, with the fall festivals and Halloween coming up here. Doesn't look that impressive. I don't know how well it shows up on camera there. One strand of spider web is about 5 times stronger than a piece of steel.
Wow.
Same thickness right there. And maybe if I turn sideways, you might actually be able to see those spinnerets where she pulled the web out from right back there. So they're actually moving up and down. So
wow.
I love spiders. I mean, you know, people love fun facts, don't they? People love fun facts? Okay, all homeowners will really love this. The average home in America has between 2,000 and 3,000 spiders.
2,000 and 3,000?
Yeah, in your average home.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
So really, it's kind of a waste of time to try and scoop the occasional one you see out the window.
Well, I mean, the one that you scoop up does appreciate the moving them outside rather than ending their life.
That's
you know,
fair.
so I mean, if it's one or the other, but yeah, just removing one spider is probably not going to have much of an effect on your spider population.
Wow. 2,000 to 3,000. Holy smokes. Okay. Well, I'm.
You
didn't
officially-
know that.
You
Officially
officially
freaked
kicked
out.
him out.
Yep. I'm good for the evening. Anyways.
All right.
So more fun facts, because that's very interesting.
All right. So my creepy crawlies are 2 different species of stick insects. There are over 3,000 worldwide. This is a Vietnamese stick insect. By the name, I guess you can say that it comes from Vietnam. Whereas these guys are come from Peru, and they were actually only found, 20 years ago?
They were found in 2005.
2005. Yep. And yeah, so they're relatively new. They are popular in the pet trade right now because they are so creepy looking, which I think is awesome. But unfortunately, they're super invasive, so they don't make good pets.
And what's it called?
Peruvian black beauty stick
There
insects.
you go. Peruvian. I love how they have the name of where they're from in their name. So we've got a couple of guys in here. We've got a female and a male right here, and then another male
Yeah, he's
up
hiding.
in here. He's hiding. He doesn't want to show off. But there are basically, like I said, there's 3,000. We do have some that are native to our area. It's one of the smallest. Actually, I think it is the smallest species of stick insect, at least that's known so far, is here in North America. And then the largest can be up to 22, 23 inches. And then you can tell just by looking at these guys that they, all stick insects are not made the same. And it varies to their habitat because they do need to, their major defense is blending in with their environment. So if they're in an environment that has really big leaves, they kind of tend to go big leafy. Whereas if it's more sticks, they're more like sticks.
Okay.
So
I like it. I like it. Dress for the occasion.
they do. They do.
Yes, the costume fits the insect, doesn't it?
I
Yeah.
like it.
Well,
We've got a theme.
We're getting deep here today.
We really are. The really cool thing about these guys, I think, is the fact that some species, there are no male insects. They're all female.
Really?
Yep. So they just clone themselves and lay eggs.
Huh.
It's coming from the ladies. They're trying to make us useless.
I know.
Who run the world?
We run the world.
Sorry.
So,
Oh, wow.
it's hard
Okay.
to resist.
Yeah, they just clone themselves. It's kind of insane.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Which
Well,
my
I
wife
mean-
says, thank God that I can't do that.
I mean, why mess with a good thing?
I understand. I understand. Is this all species of stick bugs or?
It's not all
Just
of
some.
them, just some.
Okay.
Some of them have
Fascinating.
males and they breed and then have eggs, but some of them just don't. They're just like, we don't need males.
And they'll just pop into 2 one day.
No, they lay eggs.
Oh, okay.
They make
Okay.
copies of themselves by laying eggs.
Gotcha. Huh. Learn something new every single day. All right. I learned that we've got a spider that can attack birds. I learned that stick insects can be all female and just take care of the whole shebang themselves. This is incredible. It's fun to learn. Anyways.
That's what we're here for.
Let's talk a little bit more about the Zubu.
Zubu. So I think I said everything earlier, but did I miss anything?
No, it's a lot of fun. Like we'll be selling 3 types of glow sticks. The glow sticks are going to be $2 and $3, and they are for our conservation efforts. We will be donating the money to different conservation groups. That's what we're doing with that money. Then there's different types. You can get like a headband. You can get sunglasses. You can get a necklace. And then, of course, Amanda mentioned that there's a ton of games and that they get to walk along the zoo after hours, and we've got lights everywhere. Cool. But there's also a creepy crawly tent. It's totally optional for those of you who don't like creepy crawlies, who'd rather not. But you get to go into this tent, and we've got all kinds of different creepy crawlies out for people to look at and learn about. So that's fun. Some of them might even glow in the dark.
Yeah, see, you got the glow sticks and some glow in the dark, and we might have out here at the Welcome Center here an animal that glows in the dark. But hey, glow for the globe, conservation efforts.
Yeah,
I know. See, I should start a marketing firm.
I love it.
I mean, everybody has a good time, it seems to me. A lot of kids like it because it's a second chance to wear their costume, which, sometimes it's really stinks that you only get to wear your costume once a year or one time a year. So, I mean, lots of people really dig coming in and showing off their costumes to other friends. So,
cool. Well, very, very cool, guys. All right. Zubu at the Frank Buck Zoo. If you have not checked out the Frank Buck Zoo, it is an awesome, awesome, awesome place to be. Now, tonight, we are right here in the Discover Denton Welcome Center at 111 West Hickory Street, right here in the middle of downtown Denton. So if you would like to meet these animals in person and the creatures they brought from the zoo, you can come on down and meet them tonight, right when we wrap up here on the radio, and you can come and get up close and personal with these guys if it doesn't freak you out, which we need to wrap this thing up.
Well, if they don't come down here, I'm coming to your house.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
I mean, what's one more spider?
True. It's got 3,000. There's less spiders here than where you are right now.
If you had 3,000 of these, you would notice, right?
Yeah. Right?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, very cool. Guys, thank you very much for being here. We always appreciate y'all coming by. If you have not checked out the Frank Buck Zoo, guys, you have got to. Make Zubu your opportunity to go check it out. Bring the whole family. It's always, always, always an awesome time out in Gainesville, just right down the road with our great friends and partners from the Frank Buck Zoo. Thanks so much for being in the studio, guys. We always appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.